Hello everyone. This is the latest update on the Iran-US-Israel conflict, now in its 5th day. We'll focus on the military aspects, drawing from credible reports by CNN, the New York Times, Al Jazeera, Reuters, the Institute for the Study of War, and CENTCOM. Any information that hasn't been independently verified will be clearly noted to avoid confusion. The conflict began on February 28 with Operation Epic Fury from the United States and Operation Roaring Lion from Israel. The opening move was a highly precise decapitation strike aimed at severing Iran's command and control structure. At 9:45 in the morning Tehran time, Israel deployed around 200 F-35S and F-15S, dropping more than 1,200 precision-guided JDAM and spice bombs. The United States supported with stealth B-2 Spirit bombers delivering GBU, 5-7 massive ordnance penetrator bunker busters weighing 30,000 pounds, plus more than 300 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from the Ohio-class submarines USS Florida and USS Georgia. At the same time, US Cyber Command crippled Iranian radar and IRGC communications right from the start. Day 1 results were devastating for Iran. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei was confirmed killed at the Pasteur compound in Tehran. This has been acknowledged by Iranian state media and Al Jazeera, followed by a 40-day national mourning period. More than 40 senior IRGC and defense officials were also eliminated, including figures like Ali Shamkhani, Mohammad Pakpour, and several nuclear program leaders. Roughly 500 missile launchers were destroyed, and 11 IRGC warships were sunk in the Gulf of Oman. This perfectly illustrates modern warfare logic. Blind the enemy first to seize control of the tempo. Iran retaliated within hours, using saturation attacks, flooding defenses with missiles and drones to overwhelm them. In total, 1,481 projectiles were launched, 588 ballistic missiles including Imad, Ghadr, and Sejil solid fuel. Rapid launch models with ranges up to 1,700 to 2,000 kilometers and 893 Shahed 136 drones. Although about 85% were intercepted by Iron Dome, Patriot, and THAAD systems, the strategy still succeeded. It depleted expensive interceptors, created psychological pressure, and caused scattered damage. Iran struck 11 countries, including Israel in Tel Aviv and Haifa, UAE at Al Dhafra Air Base, Qatar at Al Udeid, which is CENTCOM headquarters, Kuwait, Bahrain at 5th Fleet headquarters, Saudi Arabia, where the US Embassy in Riyadh was hit by a drone with light damage, Jordan, Iraq, Oman, Cyprus at RAF Akrotiri, and Lebanon via proxies. From days 2 to 5, the United States and Israel maintained continuous strike waves targeting Tehran, nuclear facilities at Natanz, where 2/3 were damaged, Fordo, Arak. Parchin, the IAEA, reports light damage with no radiation leak detected drone bunkers in Kermanshah, Tabriz Air Base, IRGC, and Quds Force headquarters. Total targets destroyed, over 1,250, including missile depots in Isfahan and Bandar Abbas, Tehran's HQ-9B air defense systems. Launchers have been reduced to roughly 200 from 400 initially, and remaining missile stock is estimated at around 2,500. Weapons employed. The United States delivered over 1,250 strikes with Tomahawk, JASSM, and HIMARS. Israel used 1,200 munitions from F-35S and F-15S. Casualty update. According to Iran's Red Crescent, a state-affiliated source, deaths in Iran have risen to 787, up from the initial 555 figure, with over 1,000 wounded, affecting many cities. Initial reports cited 131 cities, while the figure of 153 has not been independently confirmed. This includes the Minab school incident in Kermanshah, with hundreds of casualties reported. Israel reports 29 killed, including 11 civilians in Tel Aviv, and 140 wounded. The United States has 6 service members killed, primarily in Kuwait, Bahrain, and Qatar. And there are unverified reports of friendly fire Kuwaiti forces allegedly shot down 3 US F-15S, with pilots reported safe, according to some CENTCOM and media accounts. In Lebanon, at least 52 have been killed from Israeli counterstrikes against Hezbollah. President Trump's claim of 32,000 deaths in Iran remains unverified by independent sources. Proxy fronts are escalating. Hezbollah in Lebanon has fired rockets and drones into northern Israel, prompting Israeli ground incursions into southern Lebanon and strikes on Beirut, while simultaneously hitting targets in Tehran. The Houthis in Yemen may intensify operations in the Red Sea. Iran has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz using mines and anti-ship missiles. This remains a major leverage point to prolong the conflict. According to unverified sources, there are rumors that Beijing is intervening directly or deploying PLA troops. This remains purely hypothetical and lacks credible evidence from established outlets. Currently, China is supporting Iran only below the threshold of war, diplomatically by condemning US-Israel actions, calling for an immediate ceasefire, and protecting Chinese citizens in Iran, economically by continuing to purchase Iranian oil and settling in yuan. And technically with YLC, 8B radars for anti-stealth detection, HQ-9B air defense systems, Beidou, 3 satellite access for improved missile and drone accuracy, and pre-existing components. In a hypothetical escalation supplying additional anti-ship missiles like CM-302 or more attack drones, Iran could endure longer, improve targeting precision, reduce radar blindness, and extend the attrition phase. However, direct PLA combat involvement is considered highly unlikely. China prioritizes avoiding hot conflict with the United States and focuses on Taiwan and the South China Sea. Outlook. The conflict is shifting into an attrition phase. The United States and Israel maintain air superiority and precision strike dominance, with plans for a larger big wave targeting Tehran and remaining IRGC assets. Trump has projected 4 to 5 weeks. Netanyahu stated it won't take years. Yet Iran possesses geographic depth, remaining missile stocks, and strong proxy networks if the fighting extends into weeks 2 and 3. The key question becomes, who can produce interceptors faster? Who can rebuild launchers quicker, possibly with technical assistance? NATO has not entered direct combat, though bases in Cyprus and the UAE sustained minor damage. Right now, tactical advantage clearly lies with the United States and Israel. But modern wars are not decided on day one. They are decided by who can withstand the grind longer, willpower, and industrial capacity. We'll keep monitoring closely. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe for the earliest updates. Thank you for watching.